invite Jaap Wesser, who's well known to all of you, for this presentation.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. I just heard we have like 15 minutes left before we go to lunch, so I will keep it short. Let's see if my presentation works. Yes. So my name is Jaap Visser, Dutch name, I'm from Holland. CEO of ESL Benelux and Malta. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about esports in general. I will skip the most important slides. I think all the numbers, you are used to those numbers already. And I will go to the most important thing is the things we are changing in the esports world. So shaping the world behind gameplay and how we do that. So let's start. So gaming is still the #1 entertainment category worldwide. A lot of high numbers like 24 billion gaming hours watched in 2022. And a lot of gamers worldwide, we all know that, right? So, and it's also mentioned that gaming is bigger than the music and video industry combined already. So, but what has changed since like 5 years ago? The thing has changed that the gaming lifestyle is more a pop culture. So you see they make movies out of games like The Last of Us. You have like the Super Mario that's from a cartoon to a game, into a movie. And you see all the collaborations between sports and pop stars with gaming as well. So there's really a pop culture coming up in the next years, and it's already started like the last 2 years. And if you look at gaming, it's not just playing games. There's a lot around it. If you look at the exhibition next door, you see there's content creation, there's music, cosplay. Of course, we all play the games ourselves for fun, but there's also fashion, case modding. But on top of that, there's esports. And esports brings all the entertainment and categories together and forms like a new category for young people. So if you look at the esports audience, you see it's a young audience. If you compare that to traditional sports, like Formula 1 or UFC, you see it's a way younger audience, but still is getting more mature already in the last 5 to 6 years, but still a young demography. And esports will only continue to grow. Also compared to traditional sports, you see that esports, we reach a high amount of people out there worldwide, all different nationalities. And Formula 1 is doing great with the new Formula 1 media, what they are setting up now. But esports is still growing in that business a lot. So then a little bit about ourselves. So who are we? I have a small video, so I don't have to talk that much, and I want to show you that in a second. And there should be sound. As you can see, we saw some events of ourselves, and we changed a little bit from a standard esports event organizer to a more festival creator. So we really want to make festivals out of the things we do in esports. You see that with the artists we have during the weekends, basically, where we play the finals, but also like in all the different activations we do. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the activations with some case studies I'm going to show you and explain a little bit how we look at those different brands entering that space. If you look at the ecosystem of our company, but also in the ecosystem of esports, you'll see it hits the different boxes, basically. So you see it's not only about gaming festivals and esports and people competing, but also cosplay, content creation, and a lot of different elements. And we try to put that together to one festival concept. We just had Gamers 8 in Saudi, one of those new festivals, and we will see that that kind of festivals will go like globally very soon as well. So if you look at what we are doing in Malta, because that's something I want to mention, we host the ESL Pro League season here. We're already doing that for the last years. And if you look at numbers, you see that we almost reached 100 million people, views basically, last season. So a lot of people are seeing Malta, seeing esports in Malta, but also adopt esports in general and visit Malta to be here during the finals. So we have 2 seasons a year, consisting of 6 weeks of playoffs. So the teams are coming over to Malta and compete here in the hotel, in the arena, and we have the final live with a live audience after those 6 weeks. Besides that, we just started up our new local activation, the Malta Madness. You can see it next door. It's a local competition. So not a super big stage, not yet, but we really try to make sure we embrace the things that are already happening here in Malta and be part of the community. So it's really a local competition for local teams and local talent. And we will play the finals this Sunday on this stage. If you look at brands in esports, a lot of brands are getting in, are already in, and you have a lot of endemic brands, like Intel or Cooler Master, Razer, that are the endemic brands that know esports already for years. And what we see now is that other brands are stepping in into the market. So what I mentioned, like SteelSeries, Cooler Master, and Gigabyte, they are supporting esports already for years. But if you look at the new brands that are getting involved, it's like Gucci, Netflix, Spotify, US Air Force, and of course also the Maltese government with Gaming Malta. So what you see now is that those brands try to reach a target audience that they didn't reach before. They want to learn from the community, but they also want to be part of the community. We have some case studies. So if you look at DHL, for example, you see that DHL is maybe not a brand that you expected directly here in esports, but what you see is that they really are smart in how they are active in this industry, and they are really part of the community. So they are not just putting their logo on a big stage, they're really part of the whole adventure, the whole event. So we have like the DHL MVP, the most valued player. There's a special award, and they are presenting it. We do some really good DHL drops, so during the show, people can win some good goodies and other cool stuff, and DHL will ship that to their home directly. And we have some show elements like the pro tips that is visible on the live streams, but also during the event itself. So you see that DHL is not only there by presenting themselves, but really taking the advantages of the community and be part of it. I think that's also important to mention. If you as a brand or as a government or as a publisher, you want to be embraced by the people in esports, you should just connect to them. And I don't have to tell you probably, but a lot of brands are stepping a little bit behind and are not sure what to do. But I always say, encourage them to talk to them, make sure that you are part of the community and learn from them. Even us as a company with more than 20 years of experience, we still try to learn from the players and the community itself. Same for Monster Energy. It's super easy to put the logo on the screen, hand out some cans, but at the end it's there should be more on the table, also to make sure you have a good storyline for the community. So we have instant replays powered by Monster. We have community cups, so to activate younger, of maybe not the professional esports athletes, but people that are just starting, to make sure they have a gateway to enter professional esports. And of course we have them present during the events, like for DreamHack and so on. And one of the things we're doing like the last 6-7 years is city marketing, and make sure that not only the event is hosted in a nice venue, but also the city, it will become a venue, will become a journey, and become an esports storyline, not only in newspaper, but also physically in the city itself. And maybe the best example is Katowice. And Katowice, we are doing now for the 8th year, I believe, the event there is one of our biggest ones, 100,000 visitors. But what we really want to do and try to do there is make sure we do that city marketing, and we have like everything presence there as well. And on top of that, like Malta is not a city, it's a hosting ESL Pro League, it's a country, and of course we can have like billboards and stuff hanging here in Malta showing that we do the Pro League, but the next step is to make Malta an esports, a leisure destination. So we really see a big chance to create a world, a leisure destination in Malta, where people from Europe, or maybe even outside of Europe, they buy the ticket, a package here, and accept that you have your flight and your hotel separately booked. It's one journey. So you enter Malta, at the airplane you have a leaflet where ESL Pro League is visible. At the airport you see billboards of the players. When you're traveling in a cab, the cab driver knows what kind of event is happening, etc., etc. So we really want to make a Malta an esports destination for all esports fans. And now we are hosting a couple of seasons already, and the big learning is that a lot of players, but also the talent, so the commentators, are really loving Malta as a country and are really wanting to come back. So, and that's quite, I will not say unique, but they are here for 6 weeks, and you can imagine that if you're somewhere for 6 weeks, you can maybe be bored or you don't like it anymore. But a lot of players really see Malta as a good destination to come back. So lessons learned for us is that there's always a next step we can take. We also learn a lot from Gaming Malta, for example, and from local partnerships with GMR. They're really helping us out in the local markets. And also I want to thank GMR and Gaming Malta for their trust and also making this happen. And I'm looking forward to a lot of years coming up and do a lot of things together and learn and make sure that esports is not only in Malta, but Malta is esports in general. So that's hopefully a good way we can move forward. I think that's it for me. I want to thank you, and I want to thank everybody here and wish you a good day and a good lunch for the people. Thank you.